Hi everyone, and thanks for checking out the 5th episode in the English Harmony video series. In this video, I'll tell you about the role of grammar in the English language and how it's incorporated into the English Harmony system. In later videos, I'll focus on more specific grammar rules and how they are used in normal, everyday speech. I believe that achieving fluency in the English speech and learning grammar rules can be done together. Trying to learn hundreds of grammar rules and then applying them in countless situations can be daunting and sometimes overwhelming. I think it's extremely hard to become fluent in the English language by focusing on grammar rules and focusing on the written word. The spoken word is the main problem for those who wish to improve their English, and this is why I actually developed the English Harmony system. Let's use an example. Do you have a pen on you? Let's focus on the word on. On is a preposition in this sentence. In normal English teaching, a student will learn to recognize that on is a preposition and then learn many grammar rules in order to learn where and when to use the preposition. But if you learn to speak English through the spoken word, you will learn the prepositions naturally. I don't think you'll ever hear the preposition on being used in such a context in formal English. Do you have a pen on you? And that's fair enough if you study English having other plans in mind, like becoming an academician and spending your life behind closed doors. But if you want to enjoy life and communicate normally with your English-speaking friends and colleagues, you'll be so much better off acquiring real spoken English. Have you ever wondered how you learned your own native language? When you were 2 years old, did you know all the grammar rules? Did you know what a preposition was? Did you even know that past, present and future tenses existed? Of course you didn't. You learned to speak fluently and naturally without knowing any of the things I've just mentioned. When learning English the natural way, speaking and repeating grammatically correct sentences, grammar seeps into your brain subconsciously, and you don't even need to know why a particular word stands in a certain place in the sentence. All you need to know that it just is there. So let's get back to the example mentioned before. Do you have a pen on you? By learning this phrase, you are learning more than just a few English words. You are actually learning a ready-to-go phrase that can be used whenever you want to ask someone for a pen. And it has all the necessary grammar in it. There's absolutely no need to learn the on you bit separately and memorize on what occasions it can be used. By learning naturally occurring phrases and word combinations, you actually learn them rather than learn about them. That's the whole point. Moreover, most of the grammar we learn in school, English classes and in self-study English books isn't even used in everyday real-life conversations. Only a fraction of what we learn is ever used when speaking English. Have you ever heard anyone using the following future progressive tense in a conversation? I will have been speaking. If you have, it was probably some overzealous foreign English fanatic trying really hard to put his super advanced English grammar knowledge to use. And there are lots of courses and teachers of English who will try to force you to learn this type of English, but it's not really necessary. In real life, even all native English speakers use a few main grammar tenses, so there's no need to overcomplicate the matter. Native English speakers often simplify their speech and ignore some grammar rules. You will hear many native English speakers use the phrase, I did it before, instead of I had done it before. They simplify language to communicate more effectively and more quickly. At this point, I'd like to add that I'm not playing down the importance of grammar in the spoken word. It is important. It is necessary. All I'm saying to you is not to be too hung up about it. The English Harmony system will teach you correct grammar as part of natural language, instead of forcing you to read countless mind-numbing books. Perfect grammar is not the key to fluency. The key to fluency is learning naturally used phrases and expressions, and you'll acquire all the necessary grammar without much effort. Okay, thanks for watching this video. Starting from the next one, we'll discuss certain aspects of English grammar in natural spoken English language. Thanks for staying with me, and see you next time!